and the massive hammer comes clanging down into the sand. Oh! People are crying out, as that was a very brave maneuver to charge all that way. So Cyro is at -2 to AC because of his charge, and he closed his eyes for a moment. And let me have a look at improved uncanny dodge versus blindness.
Uncanny dodge is all you need to look at.
-2 to AC.
Keep your dex.
What's that?
You keep your dex with.
But you keep your dex. But there is a penalty to just a plain old penalty to AC. So he's at -4 AC for this round. But he keeps his otherwise dex bonus. Okay, cool. What is Beric Tarn doing as Cyro came in and you guys?
So they're trying the to close your eyes versus mirror image thing?
Yep.
Yeah. He's also got mirror image up, right?
Mm-hmm. Ahmed, what's he doing?
Versus 5 images. So we struck 1 image. He's got 4 left, right? Or 3 left?
He's got 4 images in himself.
4 images left. And a displacement.
You don't know about the displacement.
Okay, he's not going to have an AOO on me. Oh, wait. Thought I rolled displacement. No, I rolled... Oh.
You knew
But
tree...
can't I see displacement?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Once you miss the first time with displacement, you'll probably figure out something's there, but or something's wrong.
Got it. Okay.
There's no effect when you cast displacement?
Oh yeah, he kind of shifted over to the side, but he didn't roll a spellcraft check on that
Well,
that one.
his eyes are still... he still has lots of images, and his eyes are closed. Baraktarn's gonna... I could full round his ass. Let's fly down here. Well, can I fly? Am I allowed to fly or just move? Just move. I will actually go like this. That. Come on there, buddy. There you go. And hit him with acid.
Okay, so you're gonna take an AOO as he...
He's blind. Or he's blind. He's got his eyes closed.
Can't see, so
right.
you can't really take no.
Okay, so Beric Tarn flies away, but then does a very
Breath weapon.
very visual attack.
Yeah, it's 30 foot.
So you need to be a little bit closer.
5 closer, 30 feet.
Okay, Beric Tarn, basically as he's flying back with his wings, blasts out a line of acid towards his target.
You need a reflex save.
What's the DC of the reflex save?
20.
A horrible line of acid flying at Cyro. As Cyro opens his eyes and sees acid coming at his face. Like a look of surprise. He's very expressive when he fights. He doesn't make a lot of noise, but he's like full of smiles and surprise and a little bit of gusto. 17 does not make it. 8d6 damage from the line of acid is 31 damage on Cyro. His displacement and mirror images are not affected, but don't save him from that. We'll say because you moved back and did a high flashy thing that no roll is required. This is now the 3rd round of displacement for Cyro. What is Cyro doing? Beric has positioned the null stone between him and Cyro, although Cyro's got a 40-foot move speed, so could easily walk up to him. He's going to cast shield on himself and move closer? Is he going to engage all the way up to Barrack Tarn or part the way there? How many? This would be 35 feet of movement. It would incur an AOO. So he's threatened here. He's not threatened there. Okay, Cyro casts a spell. There is a DC 17 spellcraft check to know what spell he cast. And I think the healers are all shuffling to this side of the the arena.
Closer. It's like,
okay.
That way. I've moved my hand close to both of them.
Okay, Barrack Tarn's not sure what spell he just cast.
Yeah, I don't think his...
Second round of haste.
Let's do another one of these. There. Oh wait, before I do that move, I was gonna see how much is my second. Do I have to wait between breaths? No, right?
They come from different sources, and they are not typical dragon breaths where you have to wait a d4 round. You have one breath weapon through Dragonborn, and then one breath weapon through Half Dragon. So no, you don't have to wait for the second one.
So I have breath weapon, and because so
your 30 foot breath weapon you have 2 times per day, and your 60 foot breath weapon you have once per day.
Does the 2 per day one have a D4 cooldown?
It does not.
Cool.
Doesn't. He's not affecting me from here?
Nope.
He can't reach me?
Nope.
Breath weapon him?
Okay, so you're using your 30 foot line?
Yep.
Okay, the crowd, the fact that you're not backing off, or are you backing off?
No, he's gonna go in fight defensively, but I can't do that yet. Yeah, he'll 5 foot back.
Okay, so that there's no performance roll because you are moving back, but you are doing a flashy effect. So another reflex save, DC 20, as another line of acid goes spewing towards Cyro.
How does he look, by the way? Like that 30 damage, how does he... I don't want to kill him, right?
I'll have
Pretty
to look.
certain the circus wants to murder all of the foes who step into the
I don't know if that's the circus talking. Let me have a look here. I have to go to the Discord. Where is Lucas's OneNote?
Where are his goddamn flurries?
Thought I copy pasted this. There we go. I don't think Cyro is bloodied.
No, he's not bloodied. I just wanna, like, Barrack Tarn. Yeah, I don't know how many. I don't look at your characters, guys. So.
But it's
So
good
we
description.
have actually a method of looking at the characters.
No, I'm going to look at him now and describe whether he's bloodied or not. Oh, Lucas has done it for us. But I'm curious. I'm a curious DM.
Wow, he's curious.
Cool. And I don't think he's raging yet either. So
I think I need a DC 20 reflex save.
yeah, Barrack's breathing on Cyro again.
There's a reason why the Conclave tried to sabotage Barrack. Because Barrack's a problem.
25 damage.
25 points of acid damage definitely now bloodies Cyro. He's looking pretty bad. So that's 56 damage. He kind of slumps after he gets hit by a bunch of acid. Ah! He actually screams out from that pain. He is at 56 points of damage.
Are you alright? Do you still want
Sizzling. No, his skin is sizzling, and his helmet smoking. Fourth round of displacement. Cyro, what's Cyro doing? Okay. When he rages, he first, I think, gets big. It's a weird. His legs twist together and form a slithering serpentine tail from the waist down.
Even the dragon shudders at this.
Yeah.
Look, he's got scales everywhere. Everywhere.
What part of this makes him get big again? I don't see the large.
He has an enlarge spell. He casts a spell to enlarge himself once in a while. That's what they're saying.
Oh,
Remains
okay.
humanoid when a snake man.
Got it. I was thinking of the infernal bloodline, which is not what he has. Okay, so he's sort of a snake man. He is raging. What else? He's going to just go and smash.
Adam,
Oldie but a goodie.
do you know Baraktarn's full attack? Does he have bite, claw?
Not as part of a flurry.
His flurry's
He can
only
go.
2
He's
attack.
got bite, claw, or he's got flurry.
Okay, Cyro casts True Strike and walks up. How close is Cyro getting? Because Barrack does get a AOO if you go right up to him. Close, but not near the circle. Okay. AOO or no AOO?
Do I recognize a spell or do I have to roll?
You have to roll.
516.
DC was 17. So you don't know what he cast. He is provoking an AOO as he comes in. As he slithers in, sorry.
Coming is not a
6.
verb that. Never mind. I want to end that line of thought, but
Don't know what it is.
words work for both slither and walk, and yeah.
Baraktarn's gonna full round him. So
No, AOO, Ahmed.
oh yeah, sorry.
You know, first.
He's
Then
got
you can
he's
do
got
the full
a
rounding. Can Barrack roll 4 1s again?
This 13, 18.
18. I don't think that hits.
I don't hit really hard. I don't hit really well.
No, that does not hit.
Baraktarn's turn.
Yeah, so he cast a spell and then moved in. He's got his big hammer in his hands. His feet have turned into like snake scales.
Okay. He's got his.
Yeah, I saw the interpretation of concealment. What do you think, Adam? If you look at True Strike, it says it gets rid of a concealed character though.
Right. It doesn't go through mirror image.
Yeah,
And first circle spell doesn't.
We're
count,
talking
so-
about the 50-50 from being blind.
From being blind? Yeah, that's because blind is a concealment effect. So I would say it doesn't go through mirror image, but it does go through concealment. Yeah. Like if you don't see the character and you target the right square, the True Strike makes you hit the target.
Okay, does that mean that
He would have been struck.
Actually, this is interesting because then it bypasses mirror image by you close your eyes and attack.
No, it says concealed character. Does concealed mean any percentage of concealment, or does it mean you like concealment? The term concealment is 20%. The term total concealment is 50.
Concealed or total concealment, right? Here, give me a second. I will check.
Yes.
They specify concealment. It's the terminology that.
It says a concealed target. And then we go to concealed.
Concealed and concealed takes you to concealment. And concealment mischance. Concealment gives you. Let's see if they have got a concealed as a status or condition.
Varying degrees of concealment. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Yeah. That's.
It was so. I've always in my brain it's always been that way.
Yeah. So what did we roll? Like Baraktar might have taken a bit of damage. Is the point that we're saying? So we rolled a miss. So if he would have hit, yeah, go ahead, Lucas, and roll damage against Baraktar. So, this is from the previous one with your AC 50 or whatever. He wasn't raging yet, so I don't know if that changes anything with the hammer. It does change a bit of the damage.
It wasn't really big.
So 52 damage from the hammer is definitely a concern.
Vital strike? Oh, -4 on the damage, 48 damage, so there's no death.
48.
There.
Yep.
Is this non-lethal?
No, this is lethal.
No, he's...
And Baraktarn, this was 2 or 3 rounds ago. I don't know if Baraktarn has swift action heal self as Paladin.
Yes, I think he does. Paladins normally have that. Let's see if Barak has that.
He has something...
It is called laying on hands.
Lay on hands. Yeah.
He can swift on self. It's only a d6, so roll 3d6. He's been...
That's why he's been running away.
Yeah, that's why he's been backing away.
8.
Okay, and then give me 3 performance checks because the crowd can tell, they can smell cowardly healing.
Even swift action healing.
Yep.
So Marty, I can. This is a side thing. He would have used his personal trait +1 at some point to enlightened paladin can cast just their +1 on bonus attacks and stuff. Lay on hands, a d6. Oh, that's horrible. So how is Baraktarn looking?
Well, he's got 40 damage. The 40 damage right now, he is not bloodied. When he had 48, he was bloodied.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need 3 performance checks. The crowd turns against cowardly paladin healers.
Oh yeah, fail, fail. Oh,
fail, make it. So the crowd is at -1.
Oh, he didn't make a single a successful performance check with any of the breath weapons.
No, because he was always backing away while doing it.
Okay.
I just said no roll. I just made the 2 cancel each other out. Okay. All right, Barak. Cyro has moved in. You don't know it's a true strike, but his hammer is raised high, and you know it hurts.
Yeah.
Cyro is also very hurt. I think it's the next blow wins.
That's actually pretty bad. If he was able to...
His massive hammer hurts bad.
Okay,
and it's glowing again the same way it did when it hit you.
Fight.
You have 1 more breath weapon.
Yep, I'm going to 5-foot step away. 5-foot step away.
That breath weapon might melt him, though.
Oh,
He's a raging barbarian. They're really hard not to accidentally kill. But I'm pretty certain that the circus is a bunch of bloodthirsty murderers who intend to, in a villainish fashion, slay their foes. So,
Well,
breathe away.
Pecorin and Arlen are there.
Yeah, so I was here, right? If
Yep.
they're over there, I'm not gonna.
Yep.
I'm gonna kill you guys.
The bells.
No, he's gonna go non-lethal. He's gonna fight defensively and start. So, bite, claw because of the haste.
Or you could do a flurry with a key for more flurry and use the haste for an extra punch. And any of it could be non-lethal at your choice.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, so yeah, you still have haste running. So haste would be 3 attacks, and then key point for extra flurry is 4 attacks.
Number sign.
And they can be non-lethal.
Number sign. 1d20 plus 14.
Yep.
Whereas when you bite somebody with your dragon face, that's lethal.
Balls. Oh, there's a 1 there. Let's see if that would have hit.
Okay, so AC 20 is a miss. AC.
Did he close his eyes again?
He has not closed his eyes yet.
Ah.
Because he cast
So-
True Strike and closed the distance. Okay, so AC
Wait,
20 is a miss.
Oh, he hasn't hit me with the True Strike again. Shit. I thought that was off. Fine. It's fine.
About to get exploded.
Yes, it's about to get exploded.
Let's just make sure your attacks are properly figured out. So haste would be 13.
Plus 1 is from that.
Plus 1 is from your enemy, so 14, and then you're at -1 from the crowd.
13.
13. So you rolled a 6. That's a miss. Is it within 5? What is Cyro's AC right now? A raging
Raging, but still small.
guy with a shield spell. 24. Is that including rage? So within 5. So I think that first one
Image.
drops an image. 3 images.
So
The natural 1 you need to roll to confirm.
It rolled a 10, which is a 23 because it's a plus 13 on a plus 14.
Yep. So critical.
Or is it a plus 14 with that plus 1? When you figured out, was it a plus 13?
It's plus 12, plus 13 with haste, plus 14 with his personal trial, -1 from the crowd.
Oh,
so
no,
13.
fighting defensively. You're right.
And then fighting defensively.
Yep.
Okay. So fighting defensively is -4.
So the first one didn't pop an image.
First one didn't do an image.
And the second one's definitely a critical fumble, so give me a percentile.
He's fighting
50.
defensively without crane style?
I don't have that.
Yeah. And the 26 misses, it pops an image though.
Yeah, I need to look up the
What the critical
critical
fumble
miss.
is.
Yeah. He should have breathed. His jaw opened like he was going to breathe again. He looked at Titus. He's like, no, that'll probably kill him. And having mercy.
This is how you lose.
This is how you lose.
That's fine. This is good for this. This is what the circular. This is what the conclave wanted in the first place.
Damaging fumble. Take 1d3 points of charisma damage.
Ooh, that falls.
2 points of charisma damage, which drops his AC, I believe, by 2.
How can it be 2?
Because he double dips with his charisma AC.
Oh, he's a bullshit build. I understand.
So his AC dropped by 2.
Oh, Lucas, I kind of want you guys to roll a 1 on this because the number of times that's happened to me.
Okay. And then what was the last attack? The last attack AC 26, which should actually be 1 less minus defensive fighting, should be 21, which is within 5, so he does score an image. Okay, so Barak Tarn does a flurry. He spent a key point. And now Cyro. Is Cyro attacking with lethal or non-lethal with this swing? He does have his True Strike up. He's closing his eyes and just smiling and swinging for the fences. Is he got the hammer on the right side? Is he hitting with the proper end with the hammer? Or is he turning the hammer sideways and just trying to clock him over the head? Okay.
So he's going lethal.
He's going lethal.
That's all right, Lucas, because
Targets being placed.
well, it's one of those things of like, it makes for good story.
AC 46.
That just hits.
Even with the defensive, actually with a -2 for AC for.
So his
-2
AC is 35, 33 with the critical. Then he has a shield up, which is AC 37.
It's AC 39 right now.
With a haste is AC 38, and then defensively
is +3.
AC 40, 38, 44. No, that's full defense. AC
41.
Yeah.
Mage, shield, and haste.
Okay. So he gets hit.
Yep.
And Ashoka somewhere is smiling. Ha.
Has he been healing himself? Like,
Yeah, he's still alive.
no, but you did 3 rounds of healing on his turn last turn. Did he have a
So
swift
he
to
has
spend?
40, he has 40 hit points. Oh, right now?
Yeah,
No, he used a swift to do another attack.
that's right. Okay. So 41 points of damage on Barak Tarn.
If that was lethal, then a lethal breath might be like a typical like a.
Brings him to 81 damage. Barak Tarn has 85 hit points.
Yep.
Like a back tooth went flying from his head. He held his acid breath and got punished for it. I think Barak Tarn's eyes narrow and looks at Cyro.
Lose your paladinhood. Lose your paladinhood.
Defensive.
Just
Defenses now.
just blow on him. Just blow this popsicle stand.
I think it's from point blank. I think his jaw unlocks, showing where the missing tooth fell out, and just
Colors of the circus. You cannot escape story.
I think you tried to kill him. He's gonna try to kill you back. This is how I turn Barak evil. Oh, poor Cyro. The DC should be the same.
Okay, 20.
The 60-foot line, he aims it sort of downwards. It's hitting the side. A couple people get sprayed by like a couple of drops of acid.
Could be all ones, guys. Yeah, he's breathing.
Yeah, you show that you're evil in the ring. Barak is not gonna cry over it.
Wait, what's...
Look at the circus murdering those. Technically, he's alive.
Yeah, he could. You could make your save. So first, I need damage from Barak. His 8d6 breath weapon.
All right. 29.
29 damage. The reflex save is.
20.
Was it charisma based or is it con based?
It's con based.
Okay.
DC 20. Reflex save from Cyro. Can I spend a hero point? I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't given Ahmed and Adam hero points or villain points. A victory point you can definitely spend if your Ludus has one. Give me a second. Ludus info. I've got 0 beside the victory points. Is that correct?
Spending him.
I got a big fat egg here. I think you've spent them as fast as you've got them.
Kinda. I remember you were using some spitefully in that Titus fight.
Okay, Reflex save. Thought we got 2 from the Titus fight.
I don't know what happened. There was like 3 sessions.
Oh,
He made it. He made it. Made it.
Okay, I will split the difference. You would have spent 1 there, and you've got 1 victory point in the tank. So he takes half. Half is 14 acid damage, which means he's at 56, 60, 70 damage. And then with his rage, I think Cyro has got 2 hit points. 2? Is it 2? His rage HP is 72. Whew. No, that doesn't make sense. He's a 6th level character. It should be 74. 2 per hit die. He's 6th level. Plus 12. 74. I just adjusted that on the OneNote. Does he submit? What did Berktarn do? He breathed. Is he 5-foot stepping back, or is he staying in melee? Because if he stays in melee, he gets a performance check. But Barrack's also really hurt.
Swift action heal himself.
Yep. D6.
6. There you go.
I love the broke ass bitches.
Okay. Now you have to make a performance check because the crowd doesn't like healing.
But I did a good thing. What do you call it? I did a what's it called?
You breathed. Okay. Are you backing away or not?
No, not.
Okay. All right. So you did a very visual effect that the crowd really likes, the dragon breath, and then Barracktarn does still have his Lucerne hammer out. Yep.
Yep.
He had it in one hand when he was punching, though. When he was flurrying.
He's a monk.
Yeah, he's kicking, headbutt,
elbows,
flurrying.
or dragon tail, wing taps.
Okay, what is Cyro doing? Can he drink defensively? No. That is not a thing.
It's not a comment, though.
It's always good to ask, what if there's an update? Okay. Rules might change.
He does have 3 mirror images in it. This is the last round of his displacement. So, drinking will incur an AOO.
A 5-foot step and a drink will also incur an AOO.
Yep. To the right corner. Okay, so he's 5-foot stepping and he's true striking. Casting a spell, he has to do it defensively if you don't want to incur an AOO. You could cast to incur an AOO. It's up to you. The DC is 15 plus double spell level, so 17. Is that correct? Or 10 plus double spell level? 15, yeah.
So what's happening?
I'm asking if he's... Oh, he is drinking. Okay, he's drinking a true strike.
It's an AOO for sure.
Yep. So Barrack's got an AOO. It is not with the Lucerne hammer because he's staying very close.
Punch.
13.
You breathed. You breathed. You're not. Oh yeah. So 13 is correct. Natural 20. Hey, look. Well,
there's a gauntlet of rolls. Yeah. So now there's a D4. 1 is you actually attack Cyro. 1. Now there's a 50-50 chance because of the displacement.
Buff, save me now.
Cento.
High is good. Nope.
You miss because of the displacement. That last round displacement. Money well spent. The true strike went off. All right, Cyro no longer has displacement. Barrack still has haste. It is now Cyro's turn. This is
Barrack's turn.
Oh, because he drank. That's right.
Yep.
Right. Yes, that's right.
So 5-foot step. He's badly injured. Oops. 5-foot step here. What the hell? How come I can't 5-foot step? How come I can't diagonal? There we go. I can see that he's almost down.
Yeah, he's teetering, but he made his hammer glow again in the same way that it...
Magic missile. 1d100.
Okay, you cast Magic Missile, and they all get absorbed into his shield spell, which Baraktarn did not make his spellcraft roll for doing.
For casting, which means you, and now you die.
You 5 a step, and Cyro just gives us a slight boyish grin, like, glad I put that spell up.
Did not know.
Cyro, what's Cyro's action with a True Strike running?
Roll 1.
It's -4 for non-lethal, Lucas.
Yep, Cyro looks like he's 5 foot stepping in with his hammer. He turns it sideways for a -4, +2 not to power attack. Okay, great. Yeah, net. Yeah, he winds up in this really kind of like golf swing with his hammer. Baraktarn trying to twist out of the way. You will spend the last victory point. Okay, great.
I'm confused.
There's a bunch of stuff happening. It's fine.
Sure. It's gonna hit. It's very unlikely that you don't. You need to roll a 1 to not hit.
You needed to. 1-1! Double 1! Whammy! All the things! Why can't you... Come on, guys, kill Baraktarn!
I don't know
I don't want to fight him.
Okay, so that's a critical, a potential critical miss. On the confirmation roll, do you get to roll the d20? Do you get to add the 20 from the True Strike? Yeah. Okay. So roll to confirm critical.
At least Lucas has left chat on that immediately. Just like, no, I'm done.
Would have hit with AC 63. Baraktarn just, whoa! It tickled his little beard fringes of flesh. Kind of, whoa! He does this sort of like backward stance, kind of windmilling, trying not to touch the stones. What is Baraktarn doing now? Yep.
And punch, 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 punch.
So you're flurrying for 4.
Yeah.
So it was a critical miss, but not an actual critical. Okay, that's fine. So Barak.
5 foot step. 4.
I think Lucas is saying that they need to knock off some treasure. He had the incorrect number of 2 strike potions on the treasure sheet.
So 1.
So
2 hits.
AC 24. So pop an image, and then a potential hit, and then a miss, or pop an image again, and then a potential hit.
Okay.
Mark.
So potential popping an image brings us to 2 images.
How very shaven of you.
So
Yeah, I got to the barbers and kind of decided, I'm tired of combing my hair.
You get to the barbers and you go, I would like a number 2, and just, what do you mean? Just use the 2, do all of it, or whatever. Use the 3, get all of
It appears you were not fighting defensively by your rolls. Okay.
So D3 on the 32.
On the 32, you popped an image first, so now it's a D3, correct?
Okay.
Another image.
Okay, then the last image goes away.
Last image goes away, and then the last one is a hit with a 50/50 chance. Oh no, the displacement is gone. The last one is a hit.
Are you lethal or non-lethal? You're a monk.
You did see he turned the flat of his hammer finally.
He did try to not murder you.
He tried to not murder. I will try to not murder.
Okay.
And I did not
So-
power attack.
There was one round of the Snake
Oh,
Man
this was
trying
so-
to murder the monk, and one round of the monk trying to murder the Snake Man, both using attacks that could have killed the other. And they both have like 3 hit points left.
Jeez.
Yeah, I know, guys.
Okay, you want to roll
so the
damage?
yes, I do. The damage on this thing is going to be.
Oh, and the conclave met in the veins, the circus.
Circus.
Oh, and there was a
Oh.
giant pissing match. Scarab basically says, "Pay me, and I'll kill whichever one of these assholes you want," kind of thing. 12 non-lethal damage, knocks out Cyro, who falls to the ground. He is alive. Pecorin and
How much con does Cyro have? I just want to highlight this for Lucas, if just as a build thing.
his con is 14.
Okay, so at 7th level, if you ever get knocked out ever, you die. Right? If there's no non-lethal, so it's but like right now he's at what, like -10 and bleeding, something like that.
No, he's at -8 and bleeding.
But you see what I mean, right?
Yeah.
This like you need to do something with that, otherwise it's going to be very bad for
Yep.
the guy.
Pecorin like scoots up and stabilizes Cyro right away, and then he just looks at the dragon. Some of the sand is all
forward?
glass from the acid that got sprayed all over the place.
Arlen's gonna double channel.
Okay.
Oh yes, this was Captain Hammer. The
Yes.
The
guy.
50-point damage at 6th level or whatever he is.
I am 4.
That was such a close fight, and it came down to
There was
a
some
critical
interesting
miss and a.
decision-making in there. It's the rolls are a natural one at the end to prevent Barrack from getting just blasted into infinity.
47 healing.
Okay. An impressive amount of healing is displayed in the civic arena, coming out of Arlen in the chair. Cyro kind of wakes up, and there's a bit of a smile on his face. He actually says to Barrackton, no odd feelings." Barrackton just looks at him. He's not acknowledging the guy who tried to kill him. He's just wandering off the.
Hey, good job, Barrack. Go Barrack.
He'll roll the.
The performance check. Yep.
Sam will hold like Arlen up in the
Oh,
chair, like
okay.
the whole chair, just
The whole chair. Okay, they like that, and then the display of healing. The circus leaves the arena with a neutral crowd. They seem kind of grumpy that Cyro, the big hammer guy, lost. You guys go to the wings. While Pecorin is chatting with Cyro a little bit. They go off, but first, Ugg, who had climbed up kind of to sit.
yeah, would have went out the gate
Yeah.
and climbed up into the.
No, he actually came out here and climbed all the way up.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Yeah.
He was sort of sitting where he shouldn't have been. Why is there a Sid here? Sid is not.
He's
everywhere.
Just
Sid's all
clones.
over the damn
Sid
map.
clones.
You honestly think that Vogel only made one clone? Come on.
Roswelda of Sos just nods to Sam as Sam's carrying Arlen. Barrack Tarn just goes down and takes a quick knee inside as he's really injured.
Oh, no, Arlen would have just boop, another. There was like 2 rounds of getting to the veins, right?
Okay,
Sam will nod to giant
that
lady.
fight was 8 rounds. How many rounds of Bard Song does Roswelda have?
Ooh. What was Roswalda doing in the veins?
She was singing.
Oh,
Let's see. Does she have?
a bard with powerful build and a great axe is so like, it gets me in my feels. Oh,
Arlen does.
She does have lingering performance, so that is effectively 2 rounds of Bard Song, maybe 3. Yeah, she's got plenty more rounds for the fight to come.
He's got our Barrack Tarn's fully healed by the time he walks into
Okay. Nice. You guys are kind of mingling off to the side for a moment. Ugg hop down and is going back in. There's no way that he's letting this gauntlet go by Magnus and the others without being there. Cyro comes in.
Eyeball.
Immediately you hear
Giant
Titus. Huh, you're fucking lost, you stupid hammer. Shut the fuck up, Titus. You're not gonna do any better against the Knoll. Watch me. Not the place, says Malagash. Oh, yes. Well fought, everyone. Well fought. He almost had you there.
It was a good fight. Your gladiators well trained. Good luck with your next match.
Yes, you hear him. Good luck, Titus.
There's dissonance within their ranks. They don't like each other. They might like each other less than the Conclave like each other when they started.
That's entirely possible, actually.
I need a drink. Cyro comes back.
We were at least on icy terms with each other, despite our differences.
Alright.
Hey, it's just the two assholes that they bought. The gladiators don't like each other. Pecorins is sort of like, eh.
You've got, like, and probably Spyro or Cyro is trying to, like, wants to be the leader or whatever.
Yeah, Malagash is like meeting the muscles of Titus and getting ready, and Pecorin just sort of waves goodbye, jingling to have a good day, Arlen. You're a very impressive healer.
Good luck. Yes, and do you wish me to wait for your fight? I don't mind being a healer for your gladiators if you need.
We would prefer for you to be far, far away.
Wow. Well, it is your gladiators. Good luck.
Yes, they are. Sort of.
Ugg maneuvers Arlen off to the side and lets the others go by. Phelan still has the blade out, just like he's ready to feed the blade into Magnus's hands.
Hey, Sona, get your ass.
It's funny that
Hey, Sona, what are you gonna do? Just go drink it. Come on.
No, I'm
Good
coming.
thing that
I'm
the
coming.
Chains, Marty, it's a good thing that the chains that Magnus is in still allow him to grab the sword.
And they took them off. The second there were all sorts of problems, Scarab took them off.
We don't want you to break the chains. Do you know how many times we have to replace those goddamn things? Like...
Oh, hey, Zed, good to see you. Hope there's going to be a good match there.
Oh, you brought all your friends. Oh, that's nice. Mark needs a. First, we need to make Mark seen.
No, I'm invisible.
Kind of looking like Rorschach, just a little bit, you know.
There's a Mark Awesome. There we go. Everyone can see Mark now.
Alright, everyone.
with his new haircut. He's like, get a haircut? No, I'm gonna get them all cut.
It's the number 3 or whatever, just the whole thing.
Actually, honest to God, it was they had a special, like Buzz cut $15. I'm like, do it.
You're going in saving money.
I'm saving money and getting Timbits on the way home.
Save on all of
Was it
the next haircut because I don't need one.
Was it a Timbits or a small pizza, or what was the treat that you got on the way home, Mark?
Oh, yeah, it was Timbits, or it depends if there was an Oreo donut at one point. It was a seasonal thing at a donut shop, Tim Hortons. The Canadians will know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the most delicious donut ever.
I'm a Boston cream man.
No. Boston cream. That was piss. It was piss and shit in a fried.
Mark's waxing poetic
Yum,
about the
yum,
Oreo. First world.
Recently, I'm forgetting the breakfast sandwiches all day, so it's like a coffee and an egg, bacon, cheese English muffin with more egg.
Crashed.
The stream couldn't handle Tim Hortons.
Everybody just left have to go see if it's in yet.
Timmy, I'd stab someone for a Boston cream. I believe Timmy does not agree with your assessment.
I'm not
Awesome.
saying the Boston Cream is
I
bad,
just
I'm saying
want to
by
say
comparison.
that was an exciting fight. I'm glad
That
that
was
you
an awesome
I'm glad that you pushed a little bit, Lucas, on the concealment. Just remind me of my ruling.
So, in terms of the status quo of the universe,
Yep,
that's how we've been running that for a decade.
got it.
I know we've been reading new rule sets, which makes it real tough.
Yeah, like, why don't I add my character level?
God damn it, Ahmed!
You know what the problem is going to be is that we're eventually going to get to a fucking rule set where you do just add your character level. Right.
I'm ahead. You guys are still the fuck back there.
Okay,
Ahmed was
so
already in
Look at his
2020
bust-
back in
Look at his
2010.
bust.
that was super close and nobody died, which means that both gladiators get XP and they live to fight another day. However, we have a different fight coming up as the newcomers are called out first. And now, to get vengeance upon another Ludus, we have Titus the champion, Titus the civilized orc. Titus comes out, there's some cheering, people swinging his blades around.
All right, you remember our deal. You win the fight, I stop calling you Fleabag, all right? Good luck.
But what if I win and I want you to keep calling me Fleabag? I like it when he calls me Fleabag. Everybody likes me.
And we have the creature from the Conclave of Crimson Scale, one who will give you fleas.
Yeah, everybody likes fleas. Woo! I'm angry and mean.
Fleas, Fleas takes to the field. Gladiators, take your positions upon the ancient stones of death, says the commissioner. Titus gets ready.
Stones of death, I guess. Okay, I'm on the stone. Here I go.
God's fleas is too innocent. Titus swiping his swords around. He's standing like closest to fleas that he can get while still standing on the stones. Does a bunch of like stretches and poses with his gladius. Does a flip with his gladius, and he's like ready to get at her.
Fleas is going to warm up the crowd a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to perform physical comedy. Gonna be out here for a while.
Conclave, all right. Conclave, give me a second. Give me a performance check as your.
Alright. Conclave. Not even on the right sheet. Where's please.
As he's pretending to fall over and.
Yep.
Yeah, fucking Titus isn't gonna be outshouting it. Like as soon as he sees that, he's gonna swipe his sword around and do a bunch of fucking performance checks. You guys are trying to whoop the crowd up a little bit.
22?
22. That's enough to bump your. The crowd is laughing and cheering at the conclave. You're at a +2. And a 30. The coalition's at a +2. You guys are both in victory point range as you're whipping up the crowd beforehand. Fleas doing comedy and pretending to dodge and weave Titus's almost like sword dancing.
Tumble back to the edge of the circle again.
Yep. Titus is now pacing around in the front of the circle, kind of like a caged tiger. And perhaps standing amongst the stones today is a champion of the tournament of the Blood Rose. And you notice that the commissioner's now showing off this oversized rose in a silver bucket, and that the thorny tendrils of the rose are actually moving around as if the thing is a somehow
Can I do a quick
mechanical
knowledge on the goddamn blood roast thing?
Sure.
I am going to use my bard power because I want to know what that thing is, so I'll just.
This is
take
Fleas kind of looking up at
Flea's
the...
going, do I really want to win that? 27.
That's a good point. The Civic Arena seems to come out with artifacts that really aren't that good for you.
Unhealthy.
The Tournament of the Blood Rose, you're pretty sure that the Blood Rose is actually from Hell.
Kind of what I was thinking there for a second.
Its thorns are like razors, and you're pretty sure that it drinks, like it dines on blood.
Huh. Awesome.
Demon Lord's like, I want it!
Give me one. I'll take two.
I got it! I'm going to a flower shop right now!
I want a whole bouquet.
Okay. I will zero out the initiative sheet. We've got Titus, and we've got Fleas. And you guys can roll initiative. Let me know what you're going to roll. My bladder's about to bust, so I will be right back.
So he's just going to shut it off mid-sentence.
I don't have a bladder anymore. Yeah, our initiatives we're both kind of derpy on the horn. We're both kind of looking the wrong way.
Oh, you mean us? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll get out there and get him. One boy, tell him. Oh, I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Oh,
What happened to Ahmed? I guess he...
I know. Think I like it.
Nama's making a sandwich.
Ahmed making his sandwich. Making his sandwich.
You need to make a character that just talks like that.
Who's going to quest now?
That's
In the place.
an NPC voice I've used for more than a couple of NPCs. I probably should use that for a character. It's kind of the Bayou voice. Going out there, my dude.
Okay, what were the initiative rolls?
10.3 versus 10.4. Go, please.
Really?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yep.
Okay, first round, please. What you do?
Fleas is going to step off the platform. He will move action to start his bard song. And he will cast a Good Hope on himself.
It's like minutes or 10 minutes?
It's minutes per level.
Okay.
It should not run out.
All right, first round, Titus. Titus has a number of potions in him. He's going to step off forward. He drinks a potion. You don't know what it does, Fleas. Like, there's not a big visual effect or anything.
Okay.
Fleas.
I'm gonna assume it was a shield without even looking at chat.
Do you have Lingering Song, or do you need to like restart Bard Song? Or
I've got Lingering Song.
Okay.
Then I
Oh
will...
yeah, and then you hear a bard singing for Titus on the side.
Oh, isn't that nice? Hey lady. All right,
So is Sona. Sona starts a chant.
Fleas is going to cast Adoration and 5-foot step forward.
The fuck is Adoration?
Everyone loves me. It's something that helps with my performance checks.
Yeah, +2 in performance checks.
Oh, cool.
Minutes per level.
So Flea's like, spreading his arms out wide.
Damian uses that.
I am going to be running away while his potions run out, so I'm going to need this.
What weapon does Fleas have in his hands right now?
Fleas has a magic short, or Fleas has his shield, and he has a magic short sword. It's not drawn yet because he's casting.
Okay, and I think Titus has a. Where's my look see here? I think he's got a gladius. And I think nothing else.
On Gladius.
Yeah. Yep.
Love me, come on, guys. Everybody
What do
loves
you
me.
call the maneuver when you put your initials into someone's flesh?
Fucking Zorro? I don't know.
Okay.
Feet? Because I want that feet.
I would say
He's just gonna call his gladius T.
No, don't tease me.
All right. Okay. So I've added that to his sheet. Titus, what is his next thing? 5-foot
We're
step shield.
warned about teeing our gladiators
Yep.
by 2 different masters of our Ludus.
Yes. But Titus is their champion. No one's gonna tell him what to do.
So, when he has a conversation with Ashoka later, there might be an interesting of him teeing him.
All right. So he takes a step. He takes a drink and throws his potion bottle down and changes the hand of his sword a couple times, swipes it, and go on is what he's saying. He wants you to come at him.
Come on. We're going to.
Yeah.
I like Demon Lord, man. You get in the teeth.
Cyro has a little bit of honor and knows what's good for him. I don't know if Titus does.
So we're just going to preemptively cast a remove fear because we saw Titus fight last time.
Okay.
Step forward.
Please, Titus.
Let's see if you move fast, Titus.
No, it gives a bonus to intimidate. I think it would up the DC. It would up the DC. I think it's kind of like bravery and that sort of thing. You will also drink a mirror image. Okay, this is he 5-foot steps forward and drinks a mirror image and D4 plus 1.
Watching these guys.
5 images.
Zamboni speed.
Zamboni speed. Yep. Oh, there's a lot of images. He's chuckling under his helmet. Please. Round 4.
Please. Okay. Oh no, he's got images. We're going to 5-foot step forward, Bard Song, and then cast our own mirror image.
Okay. Is your Bard Song plus 2?
Yes.
Sona's is also plus 2, so you don't need to keep up your Bard Song.
Cool. Then I won't.
Okay.
I have 6 images.
Oh, Zamboni speed and all the most annoying spell ever. Got it. Shing, shing. People love the spell because it's like, oh, look at them all. There's lots of them. Right. Titus, what's he doing now? I'm looking at the notes Lucas sent me. Thank you.
Move 3 feet.
He does have one more potion that he could drink.
Does he have a 30-foot move speed? I thought he was on full plate.
Where he's got fighter levels.
I don't know if he's enough fighter levels.
Yeah, he is fighter.
Item.
7th level is when fighters, so he moves at 20.
Yes. Oh, Lucas, you see my plan. It's just to walk away slowly until your spells wear out.
Double moving. Lucas, you do have one more potion on Titus. I don't know if you're drinking it now or later.
The expeditious retreat to surprise you.
Not yet. Okay, got it. Just trying to help you out there. Okay, so Titus closes in some of the distance, striding forward. Come on, you flea bag!
Fleas is going to howl at Titus and attempt to intimidate him. I'm within 30 feet.
Okay. Okay. The DC on Intimidate for Titus would be 10 plus level plus wisdom modifier is that. And does he have bravery? I believe he's got bravery.
Demon Lord Demi, that's a first.
Yeah, so that would be plus 2. So DC 18.
Okay. I get a 30.
Okay, so you beat it by three groups of 10 or 3 groups of 5. So you beat it and then 2 more 5. So yeah.
Yep.
So what is that? 3 rounds shaken?
3 rounds shaken.
Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake.
And we'll stand our ground.
Okay. It's kind of like I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, just fleas acting crazy. Okay, he begins to do a sword dance of his own that is quite impressive. This is a dazzling display. He is doing this as a full round action unless there's a thing that allows him to do it quicker. He can use it as a standard action instead of a full round with dazzling intimidation.
Okay.
And move next to him. Okay, so 20 feet. You can only move 20 feet, so you're pretty close. He gets a 39 on his Intimidate.
Okay.
So, the DC for Fleas' Intimidate is 10 plus his level,
So
or hit
17.
dice, plus Wisdom modifier.
17.
What is does Fleas have Fighter?
Fleas is a bard. Gladiator. Give me a second.
Okay.
I have a +4 versus sonic language dependent effects. I've got a +2 versus conditions from attacks. And
Conditions.
DR. And then I've got Bard Song and Remove Fear.
Bard Song. No, I
think
don't.
they're both morale.
I
So
think
it's
they're
a
both
+4.
morale. Remove Fear, I think, gives a 4 to the. Yeah, it's the same thing. So this would increase the DC by 4. So it's DC 20. 21.
Yep.
Which he beat then by 18. So 4 rounds of shaken. That first round, however, could be frightened because he has a power.
Okay.
And the power is... First 2 rounds, yeah. Okay.
Oh, sorry, I do have bravery. I lied. I have a +2 bravery.
Okay, so that is DC 23, which means he beat by...
I don't know if it changed anything.
yeah, it's still 4 rounds. Yeah. Okay, Intimidate. If you exceed the DC to demoralize a target by at least 10, it is frightened for 1 round and shaken thereafter. And then there is a...
Does that include their -2 for being shaken on their roll?
No, because this is part of the same...
No. They're shaken.
Oh,
They're scared of me.
Yes, he should have taken -2, I believe, on his skill checks. So that would be a 37 versus a 23, right?
Yeah.
So 37 is still over 4. It reduces it by 1 round, though.
Okay.
And then how are we getting the second round of Frightened, Lucas? What's the power? I see the 1 round of Frightened, but the second round... From the trait. Okay.
Okay, and I see this will save. I don't know what the will save is. Is this for the frightened, or is this...
Yeah, this is a will save versus fear.
Okay.
Versus not being frightened in the first 2 rounds of the
Okay.
Intimidate.
All right. +7 +4 from Remove Fear. So +11. 22.
Whenever you create a fear or mind-affecting effect that imposes a penalty or bonus for the duration of at least 2 rounds, it lasts an additional round after it would normally end. So the fear effect isn't 2 rounds, but the shaken will last longer. So the frightened is not 2 rounds. Oh, if you demoralize a foe with intimidate check that beats by 5, the victim is shaken for 3 rounds instead of 2. That's the shaken part, yeah. Okay, so I think this is 4 rounds instead of 5.
Okay.
And then what's the DC of the will save? You made it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're shaken for 4 rounds. Great. And that was Titus's go. He moved up to you. He's swinging his sword with a skill that perhaps Fleas finds intimidating. And both of you are kind of shaking in your boots a little bit. Fleas, what are you doing?
I remove fear from myself.
Using a spell?
Using a spell.
Okay. I believe that gets rid of all the shakenness.
All right, let's dance, fun boy. And we'll, I guess, just as part of the, just as like we're circling. Just try to be dramatic.
Sure, and I'll get rid of
just circling more towards the middle of the arena.
All right. Titus.
Oh, the bow shaken. That's awesome.
Nope, we're not. You cast remove fear.
True strike and then 5 feet in. Okay. That was via a spell or a potion? Potion. Okay, so he drank a potion. His sword is glowing, and he steps in. Please.
I see you're up to your old tricks. His eyes are open.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's just see how far what we're gonna do, because
God.
you know what? We'll cast a haste in melee.
I'm gonna cut your strips and hide and use you to clean up after myself.
Does he take his AOO?
Yeah, he's gonna take his AOO.
Okay.
With all the mirror images.
Yep. Can you close your eyes as a free action? I don't think that's... Then becomes no penalty to this.
Yeah, and then he's going to be considered blind for his turn. For Fleas' turn.
For his... okay.
Until the beginning of his turn. Like, basically he's like going, oh, and then like waving his sword around.
Sure.
He doesn't have uncanny dodge, yeah, so he'd be losing quite a bit of AC if he does this.
Right, but if it's, you can free action go blind on your turn to unblind immediately afterwards is the thing. There's no window of opportunity here.
Well, yeah, Fleas would spend a whole round beating on him while he's blind.
If his next turn is blind. Right, because...
He's blind until the beginning of his next turn.
Which is immediately after this, at AOO.
Oh, right, he's AOOing.
It's an AOO. Going blind on your turn, sure. It's going blind on not your turn is the question.
Yeah, I think it would have to be his turn that he's also blind in, right? Okay, so he closes his eyes. He's going to strike. He gets a 49 with his strike. Now,
50-50.
there's still a 50-50 for being blind, but he's using True Strike, so that goes away.
This is what this stacked up rules here is basically. This kind of lost me the fight right here. Okay, cool.
He's got a few of those.
Okay, roll damage.
Can you do precision damage while blind? Normally, you can't deal precision damage against targets with concealment, but
You don't have concealment though.
again, when you have your eyes closed, I don't know.
When you're using True Strike.
When you're using True
Concealment-
Strike, you bypass concealment. We've got a whole bunch of things stacked up, but yeah, no, this I was expecting this to be burn a True Strike, but yeah, no, this is yeah. No,
So
this is-
there are other parts of blind. It's not just.
No, Lucas, we're
It's a good strategy.
There are other parts of being blind. Like you're denied your dex. He's denied his dex right now.
He has uncanny dodge.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, concealment is different. It is definitely different than precision damage. It's you're denied your dex and blindly attacking. Are you going to be able to do your sneak attack?
well, no, because your targets have concealment. Because part of blind is your targets have concealment.
But you ignore concealment with True Strike.
All checks and activities.
Was it
Okay,
ignore
let's go back to when you can
wording.
close your eyes.
I think you bypass the mischance due to concealment.
That might be, yeah, that might save your ass.
Well, I'm a little. This is an interesting flavor of stuff that's happening, so that's okay. Yeah, you ignore the mischance. I'm still concealed. You just don't have a mischance. So you can't sneak attack with a True Strike into a foe. Leia's here to comfort me. You don't have fleas, do you, Leia?
I'm trying to find indirectly what is the action to close your eyes?
And whether you can do it as part of an AOO, because
Can free actions be done as part of an AOO?
This is like the monster uses a gaze attack. I close my eyes as a free action so that I get a +4 bonus on my saving throw. Like that's the equivalent here.
It's an attack of opportunity. So can you do free actions as an AOO? Give me a second. We should be able to answer that.
Like it's not a readied. Because you can do free actions as part of a readied for sure.
Free action attack of opportunity. Pathfinder. It's an attack of opportunity is a single melee attack. Oh, and I'm getting ads. So, let's see. And then closing your eyes.
You love me, don't you, Leia?
You are not affected by the mischance. Right.
It's still concealed, right? So that doesn't, which makes concealment effects really good against rogues, even rogues with True Strike.
There is a rogue power that lets you ignore that, though.
Yeah, but you need to take a power for it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You smell like smoky bone, Leia, and look like a muppet. My dog needs a haircut. It looks like a muppet.
Yeah, so closing your eyes and opening them again as a free action sounds stupid. I think once you start closing your eyes, you are definitely like going to be blind on your turn.
Like normally these rules go into fighting people with mirror images before, and we've also used them when fighting things with gaze attacks. And we've always ruled on your turn you close your eyes, and then until your next turn your eyes are closed. Is what we've done previously, but this is different. It's just ends up being a very key
Yeah.
turn.
Can free actions happen on a AOO? That's the question.
Oh, that's just are free actions limited to within your turn? Free actions don't take any at all. You have any number of free actions. Free actions rarely incur attacks of opportunity. Some free actions are described below. Give me a second. So in general, speaking. Okay, so here's the rule. Speak. In general, speaking is a free action that you can perform even when it isn't your turn.
Mm-hmm.
The other free actions are free actions that don't. So there's one with an
and
exception.
an immediate action is a swift action not on your turn. So I don't think you can close your eyes for an AOO. So if so, he won't hit then. Okay, so he's not taking the AOO. Thanks for bearing with us, but we're trying to break mirror image effectively right now. So he still has his glowing weapon. Now it is Flea's turn.
Fleas is going to move 60 feet away.
Okay, that incurs an AOO. Does Titus take it? Fleas also has to make a...
Yeah, another 50 gold would have got you that expeditious retreat, huh?
I'm sorry, Lucas.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense because going blind probably takes, like, closing your eyes and fighting probably takes a lot of, like, effort. Yes, it's a free action, but it's on your turn, and free actions only speech happens outside of it.
Yeah, Lucas, you might as well burn it.
Okay.
You hit. It's a D7. Or
Critical
roll
threat.
A new attack roll.
I nat 20.
Okay, Fleas has 6 images, so roll a D7. Luke is like, somebody else roll it.
I will roll it. I don't know. Someone from the stream should
Okay.
actually roll it.
Yeah.
An image pops.
Image pops, and then
Fleas will make a check.
Fleas makes a performance check as he's trying to run away.
I'm pretty certain I am advancing to the rear, sir. If you thought the other guy was annoying. Fleas' performance check is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that right? 30.
Okay, so you
Look
manage.
at me, I'm a comedian.
Yeah, you do a somersault in the middle of it.
We can. Sure. And then when we have no spells left, we could play.
Titus, second last round of being shaken. What's Titus doing?
Until you have no more True Strike potions.
We will snap into D6 method if you guys start getting ridiculous. Or the fight will be called if there's 3 rounds of you guys not doing anything. Okay, so Titus is
Charge him in attack.
So yeah, what level is Fleas?
Fleas is a 7th level gladiator.
So his caster level 7.
Yep.
Okay. So Fleas casts a spell, and then that's a haste, and then Titus is he's not charging. So what is Titus actually doing? Double move. Okay, Titus. Fucking coward is what he's saying. All right, second round of haste, and Titus' last round of shaken. So what is Fleas doing?
Fleas is going to cast Grease on Titus.
On him or under him?
Under him.
I assume kind of like that.
Sure.
Okay, reflex save.
Do you give up yet? You should give up now.
Charmed life. Okay. Your stupid tricks is what he says. Sliding in the grease a little bit. He's fine. Titus?
Fleas will.
Oh, he casts and moves, basically.
Fleas will move. Sorry. He was there before, and he's going to go to basically the same
Distance?
Same distance.
Okay.
Circling his prey.
All right.
Just pray my ass.
Titus, this is your last round of being shaken. So you're going to try to move in the grease, which I believe is an acrobatics check.
Acrobatics check. Still shaking.
Yeah, -2 with the shaken.
Even with the armor check penalty? Sweet.
Can't fail. Oh, he can now.
Acrobatics +9. He is.
I imagine it's a low roll. He needs to fail. Like a 1 or a 2.
So +7, and then probably armor check penalty. That's not including ability for some reason. He's got a dex of 1. Should be 10. He's got 10 before armor check penalties.
So what I was saying before in chat was like, I didn't do any of the stuff to be really annoying. Just pick up a wand of any attack spell.
Yep. So I need a. Oh, was that the armor check? Was that the the roll? The D20 +9? No, that was the reflex save. Now I need an acrobatics check from Titus. He's got a +10 before armor check penalty. So he's able to wander out of there. That cost him 10 feet of movement. He's got 10 more, and then he could try to strike fleas. Fucking coward, varmint! Ah! Ting, ting, ting! AC 18. Cling, cling! Cling, cling, cling!
We're going to now full round Titus.
Okay. This is the third round of haste.
Yep. All right. Let's. Now that he's good and angry, let's get him.
Don't go away now, Nem. The swords are clashing.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Titus's AC before spells is 24. He put up a shield spell, I believe. Did he cast shield? No, he did a. He's got mirror image and bark skin. No, sorry, mirror image and bull strength. If we check the tapes.
Yes.
Haste, Good Hope, Bard Song. All right.
AC 24.
Okay.
He did put a shield in the second round. Okay, so he has shield already in there. So AC 26.
Okay. So 18 becomes 20 plus 16. AC 32. Haste attack is AC 29. Would have hit.
Mm-hmm.
There's a critical threat on that first one. Then the
You threat on
tertiary
16s with a short sword?
Oh, sorry. No, I sorry. I saw 19.
Okay.
I was
Apologies.
looking at them like, what?
No. I don't have improved critical and a magic.
Explain this to me now.
And then the shield slam. Critical threat. A real critical threat this time, not a bullshit critical threat. Okay, percentiles or D whatevers. Mirror image, save me now.
Okay, so the first one was a potential hit. He's got 5 images, so D6.
Okay, image.
You hit an image. Then the critical miss would have hit. And then there was a miss, and it was within 5. And then there's a critical threat with the shield.
Okay. D4 now? D5.
D5.
Got
Okay.
him.
Roll
Get him.
roll to confirm critical with the shield.
Get him. Yes!
AC 27 hits, roll percentile with the critical, because you...
Go away, teeth. Bye-bye. 99! Oh.
Oh no.
Oh god. Oh dang.
is standard critical with a medium death effect.
Oh no, I punched his head off! Oh no!
You can't script this shit.
No,
Oh,
no. Who's got the bloodthirsty gladiators that kills them?
You goddamn clown!
You know how shields have those like triangular, kind of like little pyramids on them? You caught him right in the temple with that thing. So first the crit damage.
Is it regular or crit?
It is a standard
Standard crit.
critical damage. Bing! Oh!
4 plus 10 plus 4 plus 4 plus 2.
So I'm gonna copy pasta what 99 means. 99 is got 1% chance of that particular effect, and
26 lethal damage.
okay, so Titus takes 26 damage. And then the D4, I will copy and pasta the effects of the D4, just because I want to be like impartial and I'm not trying to pull anything. 1 is a fort save DC 25 or die. 2 is a fort save DC 25 or die, and if you succeed, you take 1d6 con. 3 is DC 25 or die and 2d6 con, and 4 is a DC 30 or die saving throw. Adam, would you like to roll a d4 for us, please?
I will roll the d4, but they have to roll a saving throw.
Yes.
Because this is my attack, right? This is how I'm... I kind of want... Stream? I really don't like this gladiator. He is such a knob.
Yeah, but that's not.
2.
2. Okay, so this is a DC 25 save or die, and if successful, takes 1d6 con instead. I hear the stream chanting Charmed Life, which I believe gives him bonuses.
Bonus on the saving throw. Use it.
Yes.
He is a warrior. He has a +8 fort save. Charmed Life gives him a bonus of what?
Charisma. Lucas, I am not rolling.
Charmed Life adds his charisma modifier, which is +2.
3?
So he's got a +10 to his save. And you have 1 victory point left, so you could use this for an extra
They
d6.
spent that before, unless they got 1 in the last fight. Because they spent it like right away.
I gave them 2, and they spent 1.
Okay.
Okay, you can live. You can live.
I think. Let's see. Ludicent. No,
I
no,
just
0.
remember
No,
that-
they spent it right away. They spent it right away.
Ahmed was like, they're spending it?
Yeah, yeah.
Spent it on the True Strike attack.
Okay, so this is a D.
Come on, boys, you can make the save. Please, not a murderer.
A D20 plus 10 is 18. Is not enough. The point of the shield hit Titus in the side of the head. He just kind of and then falls back like a board. All of his images fell back, and he's kind of like
Please goes, woo!
his
And then goes, oh, shit.
his legs and all of his images. His legs start to do the twitching fish, and him and the 4 images. So 5 of them are also browning in the pants. You could see like he shot himself through his full plate.
Oh no.
Oh, guys, that sucks. I'm so
Gracchus is like, I taught him that.
Zed is gonna...
Zed and Pecorin are running out there. Pecorin's like, stabilize! And that's not working.
Fleas is like, woo! Oh no, is he okay? Are you okay, buddy? He's gonna like...
Okay,
wiggle his foot or whatever.
so for the woo, you get a performance check because you critted, and then you also downed an opponent. so-
Critted and felled a foe.
fuck yeah.
28 on the
Okay.
second one.
So the circus has, the conclave has a victory point.
doesn't feel like a victory.
No,
This
fuck,
wasn't how this was supposed to happen.
That's not what's going to
I
happen.
was supposed to be a...
Can't script it.
Oh, no.
Fuck. That's
I was planning to
Did you see
torment
the
Titus for a
roll?
long time. You know
Circus
Lucas can't
and-
write this shit.
Okay.
The, what was the number of rolls to get in there? It's the offhand attack with the shield, like the shield slam that most people laugh at as being a stupid way to fight.
set him up with your forehand and went.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Blood! Blood has been
Please is still
spilled here
doing the like,
today.
yeah, I win, but it's kind of not like.
I don't think he's getting up from that, and I don't have a breath of life.
He looks
know
at
who does?
he looks at Zed.
Can you help him?
Zed. Not. Zed has. He's a druid. Serious wounds.
You know who could have cast Breath of Life that you told to fuck off?
Arlen.
No, huh?
No.
Well, I suppose I should say a few words. You
Go,
champ.
dude.
Actually, Marty,
Yep.
can you roll to see if Arlen was in the stands?
No, Arlen's in the back room with his gladiators.
Okay.
You know nothing of this. We are innocent babes in the woods. There's a lovable clown flees. He's not a murderer. This has gone so sideways.
Zed, just know my masters are not going to be pleased with this. They are a inscrutable bunch.
I understand the type.
Mm.
There are consequences and there are risks.
There will be health pay, I'm sure.
Apologies for your man.
Oh, yeah, stuff happens, I guess.
There were thousands to see.
I don't know what god you truly worshipped. I'm pretty sure that you gave lip service to our Ludus deity. But may your spirit go there and get the afterlife that you deserve. Titus, Aurelius.
Please get back to the gate.
Grunch. You were a good fighter, if nothing else good would be said above your corpse.
Zed'll say, like, an orcish prayer? An orcish ritual of some variety? Like, a common one in orcish?
Your bones will taste good in my soup. That's probably what orcs would say.
No. Well, that might be what they would say, but he wouldn't pick that one.
Little does Zed and Pecorin know, the soul of Titus, the civilized orc, Aurelian Grunch, is not going to the afterlife, but being drawn in.
I think Zed knows.
Zed knows.
Zed knows? Yeah, okay. So, Zed is saying something nice, but he knows.
Wait a sec, does Zed know?
I think so. So, Gracchus knows.
Yeah.
Ashoka knows.
Yeah. Damian knows.
Damian knows.
Zed no.
I don't think the circus gladiators know. Well, if I think Magnus knows.
Yeah, Magnus knows. Zed's not a gladiator. Zed would.
You're right. I think Zed actually does know.
Okay.
I was upset when you told Zed because he doesn't have any bluff.
Give me a bluff check as Zed is trying to look like hopeful over the corpse and respectful and wishes a prayer.
Stop looking at me! I wasn't built for this.
Yeah, this is...
Liar!
Pecorin looks up at you.
You orcs have a different thing to do? dying in general is not a goal of mine, but what do you mean?
This way, Zed. Or this way, fleas.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you
End
mean?
of conversation is what I mean.
What do you mean?
Come on, guy. What do you mean?
It's one of those, like, the end of the episode.
Yeah.
But what do you mean?
Malagash, as the thing goes up, is rushing out onto the field, pushes Corin off to the side, and goes and rushes and checks on Titus. Roswalda goes slowly following behind. She's not sure what all the deal is. Zed and Fleas reunites with his companions. Arlen, did you bring your gladiators out right away, or are you lingering around to chat with Magnus's group? You're just leaving?
Hissing in the wind.
Our guys would have, yeah, we don't want any more friction with these guys. It was gonna fight. We would have left.
Okay. Cyro takes a look. Seriously?
It was, I only hit him once.
Cyro's laughing.
Yeah, he's a dick, but sorry about that.
Yeah, I told you. Trying to kill anybody.
I didn't try to kill anybody. We hit him with the shield in his head.
Damn it, even your shield arm sucks. What happened?
I'm pretty certain if anything that's not called your shield arm sucks.
Well,
Usually, honestly, it's like a little girl with it.
Fleas trains night and day with his shield swipe.
Yeah, I can take a watermelon right in half. I can do watermelons right in half.
Grabs your arm, shakes it like a little girl.
20 strength.
I don't understand.
Come on, I've got a 20. What the hell?
Yeah, I guess Titus's body is put on a stretcher, and he is being dragged from the arena. Cyro comes out and kind of with a chuckle, Malagash shoots Cyro's attitude down with a sharp word.
Was the announcer upset at all, or
Nope.
Kython seems?
Nope, Kython. Well, now we once again see the teeth of the Conclave of the Crimson Scale. He seems excited by this.
Yay, I get to fight more for the devil artifact. Shit.
And thus ends week 3 of the Tournament of the Blood Rose. That was a rough
That was a rough turn.
rough
That
turn of
was
events.
Should have ducked.
Oh god, that should have ducked. Yes, there was a ooh. Ooh. That reminds me of Darthanon's death.
They gotta come up with some kind of saying or something now about killer fleas that you gotta beware of. Or
Well, it's like any critical hit.
Has a
99,
Yeah.
99 is a horrible thing, right?
This reminds me of the Blue Alley, Adam. That's what this reminds me of.
Well, no, Cyro rolling a 1 on his Vital Strike. He had a True Strike Vital Strike, and he rolled 1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty lucky.
Yep. I'm going to, for being good sports, guys, give a victory point to the Coalition of the Black Crucible, and then when we start back into regular adventure mode, Lucas and Demon Lord for participating lots will get another hero or villain point. Yeah, I don't like the concept of hero points on both sides being used against each other. That seems to be a weird thing. Like in the same fight.
I was expecting to be a really annoying foe that didn't really go down for I could be more annoying than that guy, that Joseph the Coward or whatever his name was. That was my plan.
Oh, you were pretty annoying. You kept out of his reach, and then tried to trip him, and then brained him with your shield.
Knocked his head off.
Fleas the killer.
Oh, they're gonna call me bedbugs now.
What, bedbugs? Bedbugs?
What is that level up?
Okay.
That sucked.
I am going to move Phineas off to the other group because they seem to be concentrated in Terra's Lean. So I'm just going to kind of move Phineas's. We'll track like what her weeks are.
Oh,
that
yeah,
sort of
sure.
thing, at a different time, which means that we're kind of filling out. We've now done the last week of the 43rd week, or of the conclave, or the 7th week of the autumn season, which means that we do need to give some XP, adjust the modifiers, and XP, if you are okay with it, I can do the XP offline.
Fighting, man.
Yeah. Is there the brackets somewhere? Where's the brackets?
The brackets are in the other Ludus's sheet. The Tournament of the Blood Rose is now on screen.
Okay, I'm just wondering who should I be worried about?
So on the other side, it's Kybalt Turo versus Hydrax, Glumblegut versus Xanadu, and then Fleas is fighting Barak Tarn next.
Oh shit! Oh no, I forgot all about it. Oh god.
So there's going to be some
No.
badness there.
What am I gonna do? I need to cheat super hard.
So the winner of that will go to the championship, and then we still need to know what's going on in weeks.
I would rather fight all 4 of the guys on the other side of on the other bracket.
Circus versus Conclave, especially after their pissing match.
Oh yeah.
In the veins. That's going to be pretty messed
And then
up.
the trash talk of "you killed a man, Fleas. You're a murderer."
Yeah. So Fleas is actually idle on that week of the tournament, and so is Barak Tarn. But they definitely do have a fight.
Morally killing somebody,
He's
or the sight of it.
he's a new. He's killed people before, but it's usually when you're supposed to kill people.
Okay,
This is the
I
first
need
time you can do
a percentile roll for random event for the conclave.
Go ahead, Mark. You haven't rolled in.
Go, Mark. Go, Gadget Mark. I do like the haircut, by the way.
There's a random event.
27.
Random. Give me a percentile roll. High is blessed. Low is cursed.
Somebody goes, "Fleas, you're awesome," and gives him a big present, a big cake.
Third.
Filled with poison.
36 is a neutral event, which usually means a challenge. Let's see, percentile to see who it affects. Affects your entire stable.
Okay.
The circus. Actually, no, it could be the coalition.
The coalition doesn't have enough juice at this point.
Your facilities and personnel are affected.
Send Grizak in. Just shits everywhere.
Why would we send the Grizak into the conclave?
Mess with their shit, Grizak. Alright, shit everywhere.
No, their shit. Their shit.
Their shit's all his name.
Oh no. Our beds.
This pillow's a little crunchy.
It's neutral, right?
Yeah, it's neutral. So there was a. So it's potentially good or bad.
Depends on how you look at it.
Okay,
It might be
a small
contagious
fire
disease.
broke out in the barracks. This is
Damn it, Sargon!
It wasn't me.
Just leave them idle. We'll say that it is a 3 success fire, and you have 6 with barracks and personnel, and I guess your guards could help out. So another, 6 total. The personnel are fighting against it. So you need 3 successes.
All right, Mark. 2 successes.
Okay. With the small fire that broke out, your facility rating got dropped down by 1, and you only have space for 3, 4, 8 gladiators now before it's fixed.
Oh, someone's got a bunk.
Okay, so this happened while you guys were away. It appeared that it was like an accident.
And obviously the circus did it. Like the circus, they left first and just burned it and like fucked off.
So how many people are we over?
You guys have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I think Zargon has a special barrack.
That's right, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you actually lost some rooms that nobody was using.
Yep.
So the guards were going to smoke.
Some like a paint can and some oily rags were left there for a while or something, and an ember from Zargon burning things in the main yard went into a window and set it on fire, and everyone kind of put it out, but not too bad. That could have been much. Could have been
So
worse.
it was the circus. Just leave a note. Circus, I did this.
All right. Are there any correspondences or things that you guys want to do? It looked like we started planning the next week.
So Ashoka's already doing stuff, correct? Like that
Yeah,
was all-
this was the week where you guys were in Vinvasa. So Magnus, you wanted to ask about Ajax. How are you going about doing that?
Well, no, there should be the bear fight. Bear in chains.
Yeah, that's the next week.
Oh, that's next week.
We're trying
Shit.
to finish out this week.
I want to fight the bear in chains. The barbarian fight.
That's where you find out the bear is actually a bear warrior.
Oh.
I'm not sure where I'm supposed to look. Nem.
Kuma.
Where
from,
is Magnus supposed to find out about
Tekken.
that? You could just go up to Ajax and just try to punch him. Oh yeah, he knows how to hit back.
Discord PMs.
I could pay someone to go up and just punch him in the gut and run away, but no one's.
No, you don't have that kind of money.
You're naked. Also, I don't know how much money you'd have to spend. Actually, it'd be pretty easy to find somebody who would just like go punch that guy. Here's 50 gold pieces.
No, it's go punch Mike Tyson.
Yeah, but you don't tell them who Mike Tyson is.
No. They know who Mike Tyson is.
When you see Mike Tyson, you're like, I probably shouldn't punch that guy.
Then he talks, and you're like, well, maybe.
That voice was originally going to be Widget's voice, but it didn't match the character when I was done with him finally.
You're gonna do Mike Tyson voice. Sounds like Grinthar.
A little bit. It's a little bit Grintarchy.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that archetype later. You guys need to roll. You guys don't get to necessarily build from scratch your characters, Demon Lord.
Okay, forget it, Marty. There's something else. There's 2 other things Magnus wants to do. Well, gonna get 2 tattoos on his hands. His
Okay.
rings.
What are the tattoos?
Resist cold and
I'm confused.
Yeah, resist it's ring of energy resistance as a tattoo on his finger, and ring of sustenance.
But you can't use any.
Okay, so crafting takes time, and for tattoos you actually physically have to be there. You spent time medicus and
It'll have to be
escorting your
over-
gladiators. You also don't know if you have access to the Conclave funds anymore, given your current status. So
Magnus has his own money,
Got
unless
it.
that's been taken away from him.
nope, you still
If
have
it
you
has,
still have your
Someone's
your
gonna
coin.
get hurt.
So you don't have those in place for the bear fight because that's next week. But you might want to go chat with Vestra Aral. She can craft ring, so she can make rings for you. The cost of these things, though, is 1.5 times the cost of the.
So yeah, I was actually looking at. I
of the
think I'm only
player's
going to do
handbook.
the ring of sustenance.
Got it.
Remind me again. Do they or do they not take up a ring slot?
They take up a ring slot in
ring slot.
tattoo form.
So you
So
can
he
have
can
two
still wear
tattoos
rings?
and
He can
two-
still
yeah.
wear rings. Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're very cool. They're just expensive, and you could also make a slotless item, like you could make a suppository of sustenance. For
A tongue ring of sustenance. You just
That's my
can't-
stone of not hungry. You stick it in your pocket.
For slotless, how much does it cost?
That would be ×2 on top of the time and a half. If you wanted a slotless
and
tattoo
that'd
item.
be for your and if I'm assuming this is in case you get stuck in the prison again.
No. I say plans, baby.
I have no
For
idea.
what?
This is a weird plan. If you were going to use it to be going to prison again and not being starved out, you might want to stick it someplace like on like your butt cheek on the inside or something, like someplace hidden
In his cheek. Something like that.
on the inside of his instead of his mouth, that sort of thing. Yeah. Just because otherwise if you put it on the appendage, put it someplace vital because they might cut it off of you when they find it.
Neck.
Yeah, you could do a neck slot, which is a amulet slot with a tattoo
So
item.
2 times 2.
So it's many weeks away before you actually get to that, so that's fine. We rolled the random and chance. It doesn't sound like you guys want to do any more RPing. You ask about Ajax. Just give me a d20 roll.
Sure. I can ask some of the longest, like the, what are they called? The guards at the arena? The ones that have been there for a very long time?
Of course Ajax can punch. He's a barbarian. All barbarians know how to punch.
Like a monk.
They wouldn't want to get into a fist fight with Ajax.
I like these responses so much.
One of the, I've already asked, it's fine.
Was Damian has a bunch of stuff like this cheer up Sona thing?
That's when he gets back. That's the next week.
How long is the chain? That's between the bear and friggin'.
You don't know. Turn is over. Next turn.
Hey asshole, Zed, you piece of shit.
Ashoka, you think Ashoka was always there, but Ashoka catches up with 6. Lets them know what's going on, and that Magnus has been asking about the fight coming up.
Ashoka gives 6 some guidance on how to manage the information from a group of spies. That 2 successes on 14 dice, he's kind of blaming on 6. On 6's ability to lead that.
Yep. Maybe he was distracted by all the shenanigans going on at the. But he apologizes and said he'll do better, Master.
I'm certain you will. Make me grow a new one.
You admonish your servant. We had Ashoka was interested in buying maps. You guys saw like maps of like the world and that sort of thing, and realized it's a very big place and that you don't have actual maps. So I think Sid wanted to comb the city for maps that you could either buy or steal. And is Ashoka helping out with that, or is Ashoka going to do something different this turn?
He can aid in the collecting of maps, but he wants to give his small some handwritten letters, or have his mole handwrite some letters, some sweet nothings to the lady of Damian's in-law. Can't remember her name.
The monster.
Oh, you are diplomancing Damian's
Sister-in-law.
Yeah.
Yes.
And her name is Damian family.
Diplomats, the sister-in-law.
Lady Greta Van Impe, nee Ostigan. So, woo, Lady Greta. It's a secret admirer, basically, is what you're doing.
Secret admirer. Yep.
Okay. Sid is
Call that
looking for
retirement
maps.
plan.
Zed is leading the gladiators, unless Zed wants to do something different.
Hey, how long am I gotta know if I'm gonna bet on myself or not. Come on.
Like he's acting as healer, I guess, because Magnus is a fight this turn.
Yep.
Okay, Damian is helping cheer up Sona. Which is funny. It's really funny. Cheer up Sona.